Good day everyone! For today's video, we're going to talk about our hidden bucket list. The COVID-19 pandemic has completely changed our life. Because of the pandemic, we're not able to do the usual things and we're not able to go to the place we wanted to visit. Most of us are looking forward to the end of this pandemic for us to be able to go back to our old life. Now we will be sharing some things that we wanted to do and place we wanted to visit after this pandemic. The things I wanted to do after this pandemic is to meet my families and friends physically. We can wait to meet our friends and family for a long time. Give them a hug, do some crazy stuff, and a lot more. Secondly, our father who was working abroad could finally go home without worrying about the virus. Next is we can finally go and celebrate occasion with our families and friends without any restriction. In the first place I wanted to visit this pandemic is beach or a resort to relax since pandemic gives a lot of stress. All of us deserve to relax that you have nothing else to think about but to rest.
After this pandemic, the thing that I wanted to do is catch up and hang out with my friends. After this pandemic, the thing that I wanted to do is visit our distant relative that we haven't met for more than a year. After this pandemic, the thing that I wanted to do is take a vacation with my family.
If this pandemic already gone, I wanted to visit my Lola's house in Bicol because I missed her so much and I wanted to have a good time in the province ever since the first time I go there. I just want to chill in the province. There's a lot of good time happen in the province ever since I go there. So I just want to go in the province. There's no any request that I want after this pandemic. Just go in the province and have a good time. It's so stressful in today's situation. There's a lot of negative thoughts in today's situation. I wanted to have a chill. I wanted to get out of this. Yeah. So province is the only place that I wanted to go after this pandemic. Next, I also want to go to Tagaytay because we do have also a plan before that we were gonna go to Tagaytay and have a family bonding. And yes, unfortunately there's a pandemic, but I hope that after this pandemic, if all this situation gone, I hope that we all and our family gonna get together in Tagaytay. And lastly, after this pandemic, I wanted to go to my cousin's house. I wanted to visit my relatives. I'm gonna ask them how's their life during this pandemic or during the pandemic, after the pandemic, or what, just sharing our stories to anyone to each other. So yeah.
The places I wanted to visit after this pandemic, first is Baguio City because I love the climate there and I miss some of places there. Second is Ilocos because when I was a child, that's my dream place that I wanted to go. And for the last one is Batanes because of the beautiful view and refreshing.
The place that I wanted to visit after this pandemic is first and foremost is church. I'm going to church to thank the Lord because our suffering from this pandemic is over and we'll stay strong and healthy. Next is we're going to my relatives who are far away and we haven't visited for a long time because of the pandemic. And lastly, I will go to my favorite places which I always went to before the pandemic.